Alright, so let's do slide 2. One way to do this is we just Google this question. What does this natural hazard look like? We Google, what does a volcanic eruption look like? And we could do that quite easily like this. What does a volcanic eruption look like? And there are all sorts of sites that will show us. This one was pretty good. I'm going to look for a different one just a moment. So I went ahead and clicked on that first one. How do volcanoes erupt? Deep within the earth, it is so hot that some rocks... It describes it right here. So then I could take some of this description that I read, and I could go back here, and I could write deep within the earth, and... Alright, so I just went ahead and wrote in there stuff that I read, so that this video wouldn't be so long. And I mentioned that lava can reach temperature of 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which we learned during our lesson, during our unit. And it can flow in several different ways. So now I've said it can flow in several different ways. What I can do is get some pictures of those different ways. So if I look back at earlier lessons, I can note that it can flow as pyroclastic flow or lahar flow. So I could get pictures of those two things. And one way I can do that is just by looking it up. One moment. And back. Alright, so I could look up lahar flow like this. And then I could look up some images. And there we go. So I could grab like this image and just grab that and drag it up into the one that we are doing, which is this one. Drop that right there. And remember, at least 2 pictures per slide. If you don't have 2 pictures per slide, then it's not going to be as visually interesting as it could be. I'm also going to get the other flow, pyroclastic. I'm going to try to spell it. This is going to be humorous and funny. Alright, pyroclastic. Let's get rid of... Okay. Alright, so we got some pyroclastic flow going on here. Wow, that's the whole mountain. This one looks more explosive, so I'm going to use this one. Whoa! I wonder if that's actually real. Okay. Here we go. Alright, we can move that guy over. Now question number 2. Why is this natural hazard dangerous? Alright, well, it seems pretty obvious, so we could probably just talk about that. Or we could look up what are the dangers of pyroclastic or of volcanoes. So we could do that. Go back to all. Dangers of volcanic eruptions. Righty. List of volcanic hazards, pyroclastic, density currents, lahars. Our 2 main ones are mentioned there. Lava flows, tephra flows. So we could just list some of these. Let's do that. So first, pyroclastic flows. Where we got this? Yes, I can spell. No, I can't spell. Both are true somehow. Lahars, which we know is just the results of lava and melting things and it flowing around. Structural collapse, debris flow, avalanches. Oh wow. Structural collapse, debris flow, comma, avalanches, I think is what it's trying to say there. Structural collapse, comma, debris flow, comma, avalanches. Oh, flow avalanches. That's interesting. I wrote that completely wrong. All right. What else do we have? Dome collapse and the formation of pyroclastic flows and surges. So I could write down dome collapse as 1. And then I think 4 points will be enough if I was to present this dome collapse. We should do that sometime. We should present. So that'd be super, super awesome. Or I should give like extra points or something for people to do. And post the video. Alright, so the video of how to do slide 2 is right there. I've got these options. I could look up a dome collapse for a volcano. And then I could go ahead and get an image of it. And I could be like, wow, that's a weird dome collapsed. Oh, look at that. 2 collapsed lava dome. Okay, so it's showing that right there, that area kind of collapsed in on itself. Wait a minute. What is this picture? Oh, it's showing Mount St. Helens. That's a really cool, science-y kind of picture. So definitely some stuff we could talk there. I say sciencey in the most science kind of way possible. And once you watch the video, feel free to get rid of it. Once you watch the video on how to do the slide, I'm going to go ahead and make that smaller. All right, and then I could talk about Mount St. Helens and how it erupted and then collapsed a little bit, it looks like. All right, and that is how you do slide number 2.